Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Friday, the 1st of March. Starting off with the S&P, which is doing well in terms of finding support, or so far found support above the initial February resistance there around 50. Above that, we're looking for the top of that rising formation from October 5160 sometime during the course of March. Maybe a bit too early to anticipate fresh gains, but the key here is staying above 50 and also staying above the floor of the channel there, 50.10, if we break back below 50.50. Moving on to the Nasdaq, and here record levels as noted by the media, and what a great formation we've had there since the end of September. Top of that formation there, basically a rising trend channel, 18,400. We're looking for that while we remain above recent support, 17,800. Worst case on the downside is the 50-day line, currently at 17,200. We hope that's the worst case on the downside. Moving on to the stocks, and here we're starting off with Codexis, and here situation a U-shaped turnaround. We're near to our first target there, around $5.10. Next level up would be the upper parallel of that rising trend channel from the summer of last year, early summer of last year, as high as $6.50 by the end of this month. Ideally, we stay on the right side of $4. In the meantime, Duolingo, famous name, and at the moment the chart looking pretty good as well. Unfilled gap to the upside, extended rising trend channel there. Gaps, there was a gap there in November, another gap now through the 50-day line. Looking for $280 while we remain above recent resistance on the way down at $220. So let's see if Duolingo can step up to the plate. On to Envoy Medical, and here we looked at that, I think looked at this earlier this week. Here we managed to find support above the old November resistance there, $3.40. Above that, we're looking for the top of a broadening triangle from back in October as high as $7. And that could happen as soon as the end of this month. On to iHeart Media, and here potential rising trend channel base. We've gapped through the 50-day line. That's currently at $2.50, let's call it, and above that we're looking for as high as $4.40 by the end of this month. Obviously the stumbling block here would be the $3 zone, which has been resistance for the shares quite frequently in the recent past. So if you're cautious, you wait for 3 to break before targeting $4 plus. On to a company which makes you feel like it's 1975, Eastman Kodak, and here a beautiful move to the upside through the old resistance. We've got a potential target there at the top of the 2023 triangle as high as $7 by the end of this month, while we remain above resistance on the way down around the $5 mark. So ideally we'd like to stay on the right side of that on any retracements after yesterday's big move. Moving along to Lava, and here interesting that long-dated resistance line projection target of 530 was hit before the shares fell back again. Here we'd like to stay above $2.50, which was the old resistance at the end of January, to give us another chance of revisiting $5 plus in a meaningful way. Next stock is Revance, another therapeutics company, and here you can see that it looks like we've got a potential broadening triangle base. Top of the triangle there, heading as high as $11, and that's valid while we hold above the 50-day line around $6.50 on an end-of-day close. You can also see that we've got a bear trap island reversal, so we gapped down to new lows and then gapped up again, so that tends to be a very strong signal. Let's see if it works in this case. 11 is possible there while we're above that 50-day line. On to a stock which we haven't looked at before, Sterling Check, and here unfilled gap to the upside after the bear trap that we had back in November. We're looking for the top of the rising trend channel from back at the beginning of last year at $16.50 to be hit hopefully over the next few sessions, and ideally we stay above yesterday's support zone, $15, let's say, on an end-of-day close ahead of a potential further move to the upside. On to Tutor, and here nice gap to the upside there, just missing the top of that rising trend channel from the beginning of last year, $13. We're still chasing $13 while we remain on the right side of $10, basically near yesterday's support for the shares. Finishing off with Vertex, and here very sprightly looking chart, breaking through the old resistance there around $29.90. The longer we stay above that, the greater the chance of a move to the top of the notional price channel there at $40. We can see that by the end of this month. That's it for me today. More updates over the weekend.